India, the land of software wizards, is now eyeing on the crown jewel of hardware, that is, semiconductors. But why the sudden interest in these tiny silicon marvels? Imagine semiconductors as our unsung heroes of our digital age, the brainy bits that make our gadgets tick. From your smartphone's witty responses to your car's self parking magic. It all thanks to these microscopic marvels. Now, India went in on this lucrative game and it found an unexpected ally in the city state of Singapore. But wait, Singapore? Isn't that just a tiny dot on the map? Don't let the size fool you. Singapore might be small, but in chip world, it is a giant producing 10% of world's semiconductors. It's like Silicon Valley of Southeast Asia. Now, it is extending a helping hand to India. Here is the deal. Singapore is offering to be India's semiconductor sensei, training India's talent in the arcane arts of chip design and manufacturing. It's like getting a crash course from tech gurus. Priceless, right? But India isn't just after knowledge. It's hoping this partnership will be a magnet for Singaporean tech companies, drawing them in like a moth to the flame. The goal is to kickstart India's own chip ecosystem. Now let's be real. India's semiconductor journey is more of a marathon than a sprint. Currently, India's chip game is mostly about testing and packaging. Think about of it as a gift wrapping the chips rather than baking them from the starch. There is, however, a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The Tata and TSMC fabrication facility planned in Gujarat is set to be India's first chip manufacturing plant. With the investment that could even tech billionaires whistle, it's a bold move. But as they say, the proof of pudding, or in this case, the chip, is in the eating. To understand the Everest like challenges India faces, let's look at the current semiconductor superstar. First one is TSMC, the undisputed chip champion holding over half of the market. Second one is a Samsung, the Korean giant giving TSMC a run for its money. Third one, Intel, the old guard struggling to keep up but still a force to be reckoned with. Fourth one, Global Foundries and SMIC, rounding up the top 5. These titans have a decades of experience, ecosystems deeper than Marina Trench, and enough capital to make small countries jealous. Even Intel, with all its might, is huffing and puffing to keep space. So, if semiconductor superpowers are struggling, what chance does India have? Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will India's chip empire. Building India's semiconductor industry from the scratch is like trying to solve Rubik's Cube blindfolded. It is complex, requires an army of skilled workers and network of suppliers more intricate than spider's web. Take TSMC's Arizona adventure for instance. What was supposed to be quick chip plant setup has turned out into a 4-year saga. Plagued by cultural clashes, labor shortages, and tech transfer headaches, it's a stark reminder that even the best in the business can stumble. India's current focus on chip packaging might seem like a starting with a dessert before the main course, but it's actually a smartphone. Here is why. It's a semiconductor equivalent of dipping your toes in the water before diving in. It's a great way to build expertise and infrastructure without breaking the bank, and it also lays the groundwork for future forays into full-scale manufacturing. However, moving from packaging to fabrication is like upgrading from tricycle to superbike. It's a whole new ballgame. According to BCG, chip manufacturing is a global jigsaw puzzle of supply chains, specialized knowledge, and eye-watering investments, and India's task is to build the puzzle from the start. So, scratch. The road ahead of India's silicon dream is long and unwinding. But with the partnership like one with the Singapore government backing and private sector enthusiasm, India is taking its first step on this incredible journey. Will it become the next semiconductor superpower? Only time will tell. But there is one thing for sure, it's going to be one heck of a ride. Thank you very much for watching this video.